What's up, good people? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm wearing red. I'm feeling hot. I feel red is hot. How do I look? Oh, one update. I decided to put dreadlocks on my head. Combing my hair was becoming hard. Every day I have to comb my hair. No, it was becoming hard, and I felt that I need to change. I need to be another person. You know, change is good. If you don't change or you don't try good things or new things, you know, you'll never grow. So we need to change. Anyway, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Pauline here, and today, guys, I have a story. Okay, not like a story. It's a story, but it's an experience to me. For you, it's a story because it's me who's telling you, but for me, it's an experience. Okay, so I'll take you way back to 2016. Yep, 2016. So women, we are go-getters. And I know when I say women, we are go-getters, it means we are go-getters. A woman can decide to do something for you, my friend, and they can't feel anything. Makasiriko, yani, surely, vitu zingine si za kukasirika. Some things, they are not for making you mad, but women, slow down, manze, slow down. Anyway, this is a story I have to tell you. So back in 2016, when I got to know my husband, things were happening. You know, dating. Me, okay, you know my story. I've never dated, so I don't know anything about dating with my husband. But previously, I've been dating people. So many people out there. You know, you're always told you'll kiss so many frogs before you kiss the right one. So I've dated before, but for my husband, we never dated. So my story comes from my husband, not other shenanigans or she what the other people. Okay, so 2016, before I met my husband, he was telling me a story until I proved it right. Okay, so when my husband left for Tanzania, he went stayed in Tanzania, had his own, you know, kapati party, he had fun and everything. You know, sometimes life gets hard, so you need to go out there and treat yourself, make yourself come back to, you know, you need to give yourself that vacation, a solo vacation or a solo vacation. You go out there, have fun, see the world, clean up your mind, come back to reality and start working, and life has to move on. So my husband moved from where he was staying and came to another apartment to where I met him. And he had amazing neighbors. So the house were many. It was like a small estate but flatter. It was not so big, but the houses were good, smart, clean. The place was so clean. There was water, security-wise was good. The house was spacious. It was a one-bedroom, but on the he was saying there were 3 blocks. There was block A, B, and C. Block A was only 1-bedroom houses, which were spacious and they were good, which were only 6 houses, 2 on this side to this. So every floor had 2 houses. Block B, it was a 2 to 3 bedroom, which was also spacious, but I've never entered those houses because they were ever full. I'm not the person who go to people's houses, so I don't know. And block C, it was 2 bedrooms, but they were not too big. They were a little bit smaller, but they were not big, but they were 2 bedrooms, which was also three stories up. So all were 3, but the houses were, block C were a little bit more. They were like 3 houses in 1 floor. Yeah. So neighbors were so good. The neighbors there were so good, but I don't understand why the block A people, most of them were women and they were single. So that's what I don't understand. And my husband was staying also in that flat. And if you've heard me say it was a block 4, 1 bedroom, and most of the people there were single. Mark you, or to tell you more, my husband was staying in the last house on top completely. He loved staying at the last pointer. So he was staying at the last house, and all the other people who were down, the other houses below him, they were all women who had their own career. They are career women, yeah. They were working in hospitals, they were working everywhere. So people who had their own money, I can say people who had their own money, who are not depending on men or anything. I can't know, but they were single ladies, staying in such houses. So once my husband stayed there, people would come in his house, knock, and chats. If you're single or maybe you're staying in a certain estate or somewhere, you get to interact with your neighbors. So my husband would interact with my neighbors, would talk. The kind of job he does can't allow him to get home and start going to people's houses and start talking. So he was coming home, he's tired. Either he has eaten outside or he has brought something home to eat, sleep, and that's it. So when I got to know him, my story, when I got to know him, we went to his house. He showed me his house. I was like, oh, okay. So he told me about his neighbors and everything, and told me what women were capable of in the area. So like, he would tell me like, give me like, I want to show you what happens here. Whatever you see in this house, don't worry. Like the people you see coming in my house, don't worry. So we used to stay, and he would tell me, people here are so generous. Women here are so generous. I'll eat anything I want. People serve me food and everything. You will see. So what he would tell me is house number, let's say house number 1, or let's call it house A. The lady in house A would come and know, hey, how are you, Mukazi? You good? Yeah. Okay, they catch up with story, they catch up with some stories, and then I came with these cupcakes. I thought you'd try my cupcakes. The Wazungu way of coming and welcoming your neighbor, and new neighbors come to your place. So you want to welcome them. Some will come with cookies, others will come with pizza, others will come with different things to welcome you. So these women were trying so hard to come and welcome him. So one day this one, oh, we have a new neighbor. And they would go with, I've cooked some meat here in Kamukimo. So I thought of welcoming you, Hey, they would bring him mokimo, they would bring him all sorts of food, but different people come and knock. Mark you, all those, there is no any man in that game of coming to welcome or something of the sort. So one day, I left my house. After I got married, it's not that I stayed in that house like completely. I would go to my house, change because of work and everything, do clean up and everything. So one day, it was on a Friday, so I was there. An idea of like, why don't we cook home? Today I'm going to cook. And I was so happy that I'm going to cook for my man for the very first time in my life. So I'm going to cook for him. And I was so happy I'm going to cook for him. And I knew the way I was taught by my mom, the way we have been taught, we were taught to cook food, good food. Meru women, good. Meru women, we know how to cook for our husbands. So I wanted to cook the best meal, the way I was shown by my mom, my sisters, on how to cook. And so I had to do it. So, I cook. I get the kitchen and cook. And then in a few, after 30 minutes, when I'm done cooking, and now I'm just cleaning up the kitchen to finish up, so that once we start eating dinner, the place is clean. So I hear a knock on the door. And I'm like, babe, someone is knocking on the door. And then, so it was the sitting room. And then we had a sitting room. And then you navigate a corner, you go to the kitchen, to the bedroom, and to the washrooms and bathrooms that side. So it was just a simple house. But once you stand at the corridor, you would see the sitting room, the kitchen, the washing room, the outside, the balcony, and everything. So you can understand what kind of a house I'm talking about. So I came and I was like, babe, someone is knocking at the door. And he said, I also heard it, let me go and check. So I stand there. Not udaku, but I just stand there. Maybe it's a visitor that we have or something. So I just stand there because we were talking. I stand there and he goes, opens the door, and he says, hey, how are you? Welcome. So one of the ladies who was bringing food never knew this man has a girlfriend somewhere. Has a girlfriend in the house. So maybe she thought the normal thing, they come knocking, hey, welcome, today I've cooked this, I thought of sharing with you. So they never knew there is a girl or there is a woman in this house. So they didn't know that. So a lady came knocking. Someone came knocking. They knocked. My husband opened the door. It was a woman. Oh, hi Mwakazi. Hi, how are you? So today I thought of sharing my... Oh! And do you know something funny? he was not welcoming them in the house. They would talk when he's in the house and the guest is outside, because of his own personal reasons. I don't know why he was not welcoming them in the house. So they were talking when he's standing inside and the lady is outside, but the door is open, they're talking. So he made sure when he opened the curtain for the door, the person who was outside could see the person who is inside. And he was like, "Hi, how are you? Welcome, welcome, karibu, karibu. I thought of sharing this with you. If you don't mind, today I've cooked some liver, you know, so I thought you'd be a fan of." And then immediately, that lady sees me looking at her, and I'm just standing, you know, how small I was. Oh God, if you had seen me that time, I was so small. So they see me and they're like, "Oh, hata haka kako huku." What that means is hata haka kako huku, maybe, okay, that's Swahili. So in English it means even this, ka small thing, even this person is here. And the lady was so shocked, and I was like, haka is who or what? Or maybe did they expect me, or have they ever seen me before? Because the way she directed it to me, it's like she has never seen me somewhere, or she knows me, or I don't know. But I took it, or we took it as if we have ever met, or she knows me. And my husband was like, "You know her?" And she was like, No, I don't know her, but I was so shocked to see a woman in your house. Mokazi was like, "Yeah, she's my wife." And the woman was like, "Really? You have a wife? You never told us you have a wife." And Mokazi was like, "It's a long story. I'll let you know soon. Maybe one day you'll know. But thank you so much for the food, and I appreciate." Do you know, even the woman didn't stay. She was like, "If you don't mind, give me the plate. I need to go with the plate." So my babe comes with the food, gives it to me, and tells me, "Put it in a container, wash the plate for her, and give it to her." No, don't wash. You can just keep. You can just change the plate, give me and everything. And also the lady had brought some bananas, and I took the bananas and put them in the kitchen, and she left. And I was asking my husband, "Okay, what's that about? Like, what about?" And he told me, "You remember me telling you how women would always come in my door and knock? They would bring me breakfast, lunch, dinner. Anytime they notice I'm at home, they would bring me all sorts of meals and everything." And I was like, wow, women. Hey, women, if you decide to be a go-getter, which is not bad, but at the end of the day, I feel it's, don't attack me, but comment down below. Let me know, would you just be the first person to volunteer and tell a man that you feel that man, or show interest in a man? Okay, we definitely show interest to people, but I don't think, for me personally, I don't think I can show an interest or show interest in a man and be the first person to hit the shot. But so those women came, they were coming. They never feared me. And because I don't know them and I didn't know them, I never cared, I never bothered. I knew my husband, so I didn't care. But within 2 days of me staying in that place, in those apartments, no one ever came, no one ever showed. And the good thing about it is that when I got sick, the same women came and helped me out. You know, the time I left hospital for my surgery, all those women, maybe let me say, like, because after it was a flat of 6 houses, 3 of those women, they were nurses, they were doctors. One was a nurse in Aga Khan, the other one was a nurse in Nairobi Hospital, and the other one was a nurse in Kenyatta Hospital. So 3 nurses, which I come to thank you. You are not bad people. I thank you because you helped me out, and because I respected maybe the friendship or the neighborhood you had with my husband. It made me feel welcomed or helped because you guys helped me nurse my wounds, treat me, clean me, change my bandages, get to know the kind of meals I would eat or things that I would do, and come checking up on me and making me feel good. I appreciate, but I think it was too much for me, which I'm not complaining. I'll just say thank you to them wherever they are. If you get to watch this video, I'm not attacking you. I know you follow me. I'm not attacking you, but thank you so much. I appreciate, and I would love someday to meet you and say thank you. Yeah, for being good and nice to me and my husband also. Wow, that was a tough one. But anyway, guys, so those women stopped coming, and I've never seen them again after that. And I stayed there for almost like 2 years. And then I felt that I need to upgrade, I need to move, I need to get a bigger house. And that's how I moved to another place. And I was so happy about it. And yeah, that was the story for today. So women, if you feel that you need to go get, if you feel that you are a go-getter, you truly need this man, speak your heart out. I don't refuse, but be conscious, be careful of what you do. Don't go to people's house knocking thinking because they're single, they're bachelors, or you've never seen a woman in their house. You might be going to destroy someone else's house, and it would be fire. Yeah. Maybe the wife would think that you're cheating, or maybe you have an affair with your neighbor. So be one. Anyway, guys, that was the story for today. I enjoyed narrating it to you. Until the next video, peace.